You don't look like you're from around here.
Warum bist du aus Deutschland?
I want to brew a beer.
Welcome to America.
You don't want to hear. Go back home. Abandon ship.
Welcome to St. Louis, son.
Next time, this is the beer we'll raise.
Eberhard Anheuser.
Dolphus Busch.
In this commercial titled Born the Hard Way, Budweiser has changed their Super Bowl advertisement style from puppies and horses to a more serious tone about the history of Budweiser. It depicts the journey of Adolphus Busch from Germany to St. Louis in the dark, dreary, and somewhat grimy late 19th century. Busch, the speaker, encounters many hardships on his journey. Budweiser's intended audience is young adults of drinking age who may be inspired by Busch's perseverance. Throughout the whole advertisement, you see Busch's journal, which is used as a symbol for both Busch's dream and the American dream. This notebook leads Busch to success in America.
You don't look like you're from around here.
In this scene, the main speaker is introduced, Adolphus Busch. The line, "You don't look like you're from around here," applies to pathos, as this is a line many immigrants or non-white Americans have probably heard at least once in their lifetime. This group of people is also a targeted audience for Budweiser.
Warum bist du aus Deutschland?
I want to brew a beer.
Welcome to
In these scenes, we learn that the speaker is in fact emigrating from Germany, and he is carrying with him a specific goal. In the next scene, we see his immigration ID card for the United States being approved. This continues to apply to pathos because it reflects many people's stories of wanting to achieve their dreams by immigrating to America.
America. You don't want to hear. Go back home.
In this scene, Busch has arrived in America, and he is met with agitators who do not want him in their country. These agitators represent the anti-immigration Americans, or nativists. These nativists believe that the Germans should be distrusted due to their separatist social structure. Once again, this is pathos, as it makes you sympathize for Busch as he is receiving hate without actually doing anything wrong. Nativism is still present today, and it's the nativists who are worried that immigrants will steal jobs from white Americans. In this scene, we see Busch and a fellow traveler share a moment. These two represent the Americans who are at disadvantages just because of their race or nationality, and they must work harder than the white Americans and go the extra mile in order to achieve success. Just from the brief glance that they exchange, you can tell that they understand each other's struggles without speaking, and there is mutual respect between the two.
Abandon ship.
Busch's ship bursts into flames, so he must jump into the water to survive. Despite this, Busch is still able to salvage his journal. This represents Busch's dream staying alive despite all the obstacles he's faced up to this point that may have stopped any other man that does not share Busch's determination.
Welcome to St. Louis, son.
In this scene, we see a juxtaposition between his arrival in New Orleans, where he wasn't welcome, and his arrival in St. Louis, where he is almost immediately welcomed. While both New Orleans and St. Louis had spikes in German immigration during the 19th century, and there were many nativists who rejected them, the contrast here is simply showing how far Busch has come and how close he is to his dream.
Next time, this is the beer we'll raise.
Eberhard Anheuser.
Dolphus Busch.
This is the final scene in which Adolphus Busch and Eberhard Anheuser, the two founders of what is now Budweiser, meet, and Busch presents his vision, which he has carried all the way from Germany. This is where Busch's long journey finally pays off. Despite his journal being tattered, he has kept it safe through the many obstacles, and he officially reaches true American success. When nothing stops your dream, this is the beer we'll raise. This statement essentially synthesizes the entirety of the commercial, saying that no matter who you are, you can achieve your dream with hard work. This statement intends to show Budweiser as a symbol of American success, as it is the beer you celebrate with when you've achieved your success. While most scenes in this commercial apply to pathos, as a whole, this commercial can apply to ethos. Budweiser is portraying a world where anyone can achieve success in the land of the free. However, many viewers took this message the wrong way. Budweiser did not mean to take a political stance. However, many people took it as a political statement in light of Trump's recent Muslim ban, as well as his previous anti-immigrant statements. With Bush achieving success as an immigrant, as well as Budweiser portraying the anti-immigration groups in one of the scenes, many people believed Budweiser took a pro-immigration stance. While Budweiser had said before running the advertisement during Super Bowl 51 that their ad would be relevant, they had denied taking any position on pro-immigration. Despite Budweiser's statements, many people are still angry and have threatened to boycott the beer company. This is actually a good example of modern nativism, with nativists who are so against immigrants that they will boycott a well-reputable beer company just for showing an ad that may or may not be in support of immigrants.